What are the odds of encountering someone who lies about their age online, seeking access to restricted spaces, or engaging in activities that cross boundaries? Well, we're going to dive deep into that, and this time, I'm not going to be nice with this person because they were in my server and made one of my mods uncomfortable behind the scenes. But before we do, thank you for 2K subscribers. All the support I've received recently is greatly appreciated in this little journey of mine. Now enough of my yapping, and let's actually get into the topic. Alex Official, a popular stylized Gacha tuber, is well known in the community, with 17.1k currently on YouTube and 70.5k on TikTok, totaling 87.6k in total following. So what did they do, I hear you asking? Well, it's a lot, so buckle in while I list down what they did. Sexual harassment, fraud and art theft, racism, of course, we can't get over that, doxing people, mass obsession over someone, which we'll talk about eventually, lying about their age, even going as far as faking identity, and alleged ableism. Now that you have that in mind, let's start with the least egregious claims before we go to the worst of them all. Faking her age or even faking her identity. Now I say this because Alex was in fact in my server and is now banned after being informed she was not the age she claims to be, that being 14 years old. In her Discord About Me profile, it says she's 14 and single. While I was getting her profile as of writing this script, it was changed, and she doesn't state her age or her civil status, after being called out multiple times. There was even confirmation from Alex's friend that she is, in fact, 12 years old, and Alex herself confirmed it. If you don't know about Discord's TOS, users under 13 are not allowed on the platform, and if someone reports that user for being under the required age to be on Discord, they can be temporarily suspended from using their account until the user becomes 13. This is also a dangerous play because Discord is notorious for having predators online, so stating both your age and your civil status allows predators to prey on you regardless of what you say or do. And I might as well add this before we move on. Just because Alex is a minor, that doesn't mean she's immune to accountability. In future segments, her comments aren't just dark humor or jokes, they're hurtful and dangerous to others, especially minors. Moving on to the falsifying identity, Alex, in her own server, stated here that she claims to have fake IDs to hide the fact that she is a minor that isn't supposed to be on Discord, and her words, quote, "I have a picture of an adult holding an ID." She even admitted to getting it from someone and directed people to ask them to obtain fake IDs. The fact that there is a bypass by simply showing the ID of an adult is appalling. It could even be considered as doxing someone if you think about it. That, in and of itself, is dangerous. Moving to the next segment, racism. This'll probably be brief since there isn't much to say, but there are some noteworthy points to consider. Alex is from Poland. Polish people are white. In fact, 98% of Polish people are white. By definition, if a person is of European descent, they are Caucasian. Meaning yes, Alex is Caucasian. So why did I bring this up? Well, as you can probably tell, Alex has been caught saying the N-word twice. She said it to a person and used it as a sticker. One of the victims, Cotton, has even stated that she doesn't like the fact Alex said the N-slur and acknowledging it because, as Cotton stated, she is black herself. The funny thing about this is that when someone who goes by Dia showed the proof that Alex said the N-slur, Alex went into the comment section of the post saying it was edited, and people jumped her about it, which comes to show that a lot of people weren't happy that she said that. And the sticker, I don't think I need to explain why putting that as a sticker is even worse. Someone has even reached out to me, stating that in Alex's own comment section, she told someone that goes by the name Miko that the N-word claims were old and she apologized for it, and wouldn't you know, in the proof provided to me, Alex hadn't apologized for saying the N-word at all, even making a desperate attempt in her showing quote proof that she didn't say it at all, like checking her server logs. But if you look back at the screenshot of her saying that, this was said in a private DM with someone, so it makes it clearly irrelevant for her to check her server logs. Even in this image, she repeats the N-word, which clearly shows she is not sorry at all for saying it. Onto the fraud and art theft. Before we tackle this topic, let's look into what fraud is. Fraud is any activity that relies on deception to achieve a gain. The fraud alleged against Alex is classified as investment fraud, defined as follows. Investment fraud and scams involve schemes that trick a victim into investing money based on false information and/or promises. Now that we have that out of the way, let's continue. You might be wondering where the art theft claim came from. I'll explain it shortly. Victims have attested that Alex has been scamming people by selling them stolen or leaked body sheets for Robux, which is basically her scamming the victims. Now, this is where the art theft comes in my opinion. If she is selling these body sheets and claiming them as her own, that is art theft. The fact that she's leaked body sheets that the victims knew who they belonged to should tell you that Alex is selling these to gain profit. Even if this next part doesn't seem necessary, it still needs to be said. Alex has this short on YouTube titled, "AI Art is So Scary," showing examples of content creators using AI, and artists drawing speed paints and such. It's all normal, right? That's if you looked closely. Some of these speed paints belong to other people. Vera, one of the victims who has spoken out on Alex, can confirm one of the speed paints shown in Alex's short was taken from a person she knows, without credit, and what is worse, this commissioned speed paint was created for someone who will remain anonymous. This person works in a VTuber agency, and the piece shown was an unreleased work. Alex was not supposed even to post it. And in most cases, if someone leaks an asset that does not have the agency's permission, they can find the one who leaked the asset to the public, which would be Alex, as the agency themselves have already fined 9 people for leaks. The unfortunate news, however, was that due to Alex being stubborn and argued about this in a server, Alex did not credit the artist, who goes by the name Quivivi. Due to Alex's stubbornness and refusing to take down the video, the VTuber talent in question lost their job, or in this case, the agency had terminated their contract with her. And the sad part is that this VTuber has been having medical problems, such as back pains, and has to pay for the surgery on her own while working 2 jobs. She's also stated that she won't be online as much for now, as she will be finding another job that will financially support her needs. Vera clarified that she had contacted Alex a second time to see if she would take the video down, as this was before the VTuber got terminated from their job. When Alex finally took down the video, the VTuber lost her job in the agency. What I found amusing about this part of her claims was that Alex sent the video short in question to Misa right after she posted the short.
As Vera had mentioned in the first part of the exposed video, that Alex stole commissioned art and refused to take the video down that had the drawing in them until last minute. She finally gave in after she lied to Vera's face, saying that she didn't know that it was commissioned art. Now here a lot of things were handled wrong. First of all, the credits. Alex had written credit to my friend. That's not giving credited. That is concept theft and art theft committed at once. It's like me crediting someone by saying OG has purple eyes. She gave improper credit even though after posting the video she literally sent it to me, so no, she did not forget whose layout she used.
And this was in Vera's follow-up video on Alex's apology, which we'll tackle soon. Another testimony about this fraud and art theft was from Dia, where she stated that Alex sold her a leaked body sheet that Dia didn't know was a leaked sheet. When she did find out that the body sheets were leaked, Dia went out of her way to text Alex about it, but she remained ghosted by her and Dia decided to delete the messages. Vera stated in her video that Alex charges the leaked body sheets for Robux, while Dia stated herself that she paid 100 Robux for a leaked body sheet when it was too late. Now this needed to be added. However, in Vera's follow-up video, Miso explained that they had contacted their friend who won Alex's art competition. Like most competitions, winners are expected to receive a prize afterward. Did this friend get a prize? Sadly, no. Miso stated that her friend had to reach out to Alex about the award, but was ghosted, completely leaving this friend's work uncredited and unrewarded.
I've reached out to one of my friends. I'm not gonna mention their name, but they won an Alex art comp. And when I asked them if they ever received their prize, they never did it. They never had gotten their prize. In fact, they even reached out to Alex, but Alex didn't even respond. They didn't even bother to. And still to this day, my friend has gone unrewarded and her art has gone uncredited.
Now this is getting to sensitive territory. Don't say I didn't warn you guys before we started this video. Alex has a weird obsession. I wouldn't say it's weird personally, but it's a concerning obsession. And respecting the wishes of this person, they will not be name-dropped for safety reasons, as according to Kiyomi, Alex has asked people where this person lives, which is dangerous, as this could potentially land her in not just stalking, but potentially doxing this person.
She has even asked people to try and find out where this person lives. Meaning, traveling from the other side of the world to find this person.
So I am praying for their safety, and let this be a reminder. In Kiyomi's video, she stated,
This is a minor obsessed with someone who is way out of her age range.
According to the videos both Vera and Kiyomi made, they stated that Alex had an obsession with this person. In Vera's video, Alex is doing this to seek revenge because she and the anonymous person had a past argument. The fact that a minor is obsessed with someone to the point where she said she wanted to be their partner and wished she were older to be their girlfriend, then stated that she wants to drag this person down. Not just this anonymous person, but Kiyomi was involved in Alex's plans, wanting to take them down with her, as stated in both Vera and Kiyomi's video, that Alex said they ruined her reputation, so she wants to ruin their reputation as revenge. Now I also want to add on that, according to this person, Nekara, she told me personally as an eyewitness that Alex was stalking Kiyomi. People told her multiple times to leave Kiyomi alone, because she was spotted in her channel, allegedly commenting on every post Kiyomi makes. I say alleged as I was trying to look for the comments on Kiyomi's channel. It does seem like Alex was hidden, rightfully so. This behavior is clearly unhealthy and unacceptable, even for a 12-year-old minor. This'll be a short and alleged segment, so let's get this out of the way. There's an alleged claim that Alex was being ableist just by this screenshot alone. This was directed to someone who could have autism, but to have the gall to tell this person to shut up and call them a bitch, is a behavior that might as well be seen as punishable in a family's point of view. And before you could even call me out on this, I am the eldest sibling on both my mom's and dad's side. I do not tolerate that kind of behavior from my siblings at all. If I even catch them saying it, they might as well be scolded by our parents. Do take this alleged claim with a grain of salt. This is the second to last segment of the claims levied against Alex, which would constitute doxing. Alex had threatened people about leaking their IP addresses. Even if she stated this was a joke, it is not a joke. Leaking someone's IP address could not only dox where they could potentially live, but also have malicious people send a DDoS attack on them. As many of you are aware, DDoS attacks are annoying and stressful to handle, but it doesn't stop at threats. Alex was willing to find this person's address, not just IP address, I mean the address of where they live, to either potentially dox them or stalk them. Both aren't just malicious, but crimes that could get her charged, even if she's a minor. This same anonymous person that Alex has been obsessed over has been using a VPN to protect themselves because they do not want Alex to obtain their IP address. This person is clearly scared of them, and rightfully so, because Alex was willing to go this far just to ruin this person's life, over some fight they had in the past. And the last segment, oh boy, it's a lot. Sexual harassment online, and there's quite a number. But I think I'll bring this up just in case. It's concerning that a minor is finding and sharing the type of content. Alex is 12 years old, as we established, and she is showing this to minors, older and younger, using words as a workaround for sexual comments like puppy or meow, which even for me, a grown woman, is disgusting. That a minor is saying this to other minors. Even as far as calling Cotton mommy, this stemmed from a collab she did with someone who goes by Moon. This trend featured Cotton's voice and comments from people in the comments, potentially minors, who made Cotton extremely uncomfortable. I think Kiyomi stated it best.
For you guys, for all I know, some of you could have seen her collab with Moon for the Demyonger trend, and I've seen a lot of comments hearing her voice saying things like hear me out or anything that isn't really okay. Cotton has already said that she's very uncomfortable with these comments, and she's also 17 plus in age, and you guys could all be minors, so please stop making these comments toward her.
Kiyomi even stated that Cotton was 17 plus in terms of age, and this is where I found it both weird and concerning. Alex was caught calling Cotton mommy on Discord. Despite the conversation they had about it and Alex stating that it was sorted out, Kiyomi noted, they were already fighting in a server. There were also other weird comments which I'll be showing now before we move on to the NSFW images she's been sending on a public server. On the topic of that, these images were sent in a server, both in VC, and in general. Dia had even tried to talk Alex out of not sending the image the first time, but Alex proceeded to ignore Dia's talk about it. Although when confronted, Alex states that she found the pictures on Google. And just to be clear, any images or content that can be labeled NSFW on Google will have an option to turn off safe search. That option is there so minors cannot see the image that is shown to them. Now I know most of you will give Alex the benefit of the doubt here, saying that she didn't know it was NSFW, recalling what Kiyomi stated earlier.
She has sent this twice in VC chat and in the server alone. Dia has already tried to talk to her about it the first time, but she did not listen at all. I did not blur it fully, so you can at least see right here that it is bad. But when brought up about this, Alex proceeded to say that it was an image she found on Google. Okay, it doesn't change the fact that it's inappropriate. What kind of excuse is that?
And now, before we cover up Alex's apology, I wanted to bring this up from Vera's video. Vera mentions in her video that Alex made this short video to someone without asking. And it wasn't some random video. No, Alex made a video of her OC, sucking. I won't even say the context. The video here itself can show why it's bad in general. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's disgusting for a minor to make this, let alone send this to someone out of nowhere. Even if the person she is sending this to is also a minor, it is not okay. Now, onto the apology, and let me just say, it's so half-assed it's making me cringe while having to write this script and edit this video. Now we will dissect this apology together to find what's clearly a lie. Before I hear people in my comments saying they forgive her, well, no, the victims haven't accepted Alex's apology. More so, I don't think they ever will, as some of them stated that the fact her fans are accepting the apology when it's the victim's choice disappointed them, or found that some of them were contradicting. More on that in Vera's video on it. Just to make it clear, fans are not the ones meant to accept the apology, period. At first glance, from a fan's point of view, it looks genuine. But if you look at it closely, there's a lot of hypocrisy that we'll tackle in a bit. But I want to mention this part at the near end. Now, Vera already covered this in her video, but I'll let you compare this apology and this old apology that Mitsuki made when she went under the alias of Cinnamoroll. Sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Well, it is similar. Vera even showed a screenshot of how Mitsuki showed parts of her old apology that sounded a lot similar to how Alex recently apologized. It was best to say, I was shocked at how similar it was. I would say I'm shocked that even someone as big as Mitsuki was able to catch on to this and acknowledged it, not publicly, to say the least. But that should show that even a big creator knows about this, and might as well not get involved with them ever again. As for her stating she didn't say the N-word, Necra has provided me with the video image of Alex trying to prove her innocence in the earlier segment of her being racist. Be reminded that she is showing logs of her server and not the DMs, which makes this claim of her not saying the N-slur provably false. There is even a screenshot of her saying it, even if it's short, clearly showing that she is not sorry for saying it at all. There's even a response in her server saying that she's not racist and that she knows the consequences of it, which is a contradiction to when she was caught saying it 3 times now. Now, this would be unrelated to some people, but it feels like it needs to be said. There was a week-long gap between Alex's official apology and this post that Vera made. A post by Alex in her cell phone server, sending NSFW while asking, are these chibi-looking guys inappropriate? I think it doesn't need much explanation on why it's inappropriate. As a matter of fact, I know this webcomic series, and I can tell you with a full chest that yes, this is, in fact, NSFW. Keep in mind, she sent this image right after Vera exposed her. The fact that this flew past me, that Alex sent lolly bait to someone, is both concerning and disgusting. All of this clearly contradicts all Alex's apology from top to bottom. Now I want you all to take a wild guess on what Alex did when people tried to bring this issue up or ask her what happened. I'll wait. She banned people from her server when they asked her about it. Shocking, am I right? It's not just bans, she's telling people not to talk about the drama, even warning them about it. This is clearly an issue Alex is attempting to dodge and pray people forget, but with a drama of this magnitude, this wasn't going to go away. To wrap this up, I think we all know the gist of this. Don't go harassing people mentioned in this video, support the victims involved, and to Alex, don't even try to dodge this issue. You were reported in my server during the drama, and I didn't hesitate to have my mods ban you. I also wasn't going to get myself in trouble by attempting to friend you, given your antics. The best option is to leave Discord, better yet, apologize properly and leave the internet. I already know damn well her defenders are going to have a field day in my comments, saying she did, the apology wasn't good, the victims acknowledged it, and Alex knows it was only to save her face.